recording good. This is rain we've had for, I'd say, over 24 hours. This is where the city came by and pushed a lot of this dirt over. That treetop there is what I put there to keep more of the sandy dirt from washing downhill. There's where I've pushed quite a bit of it over myself. And this is the edge I built up to keep the water from going further over. Right now it's funneling just about where I want it to. But of course we have this huge stream right here whenever it rains. And this is my diversion over to the top of my artificial hill. This edge of the drop-off came quite close to the road originally, maybe even closer than 10 foot on the other side of the garage. And they decided they needed to dump fill in here. Buried 2 trees and left a big glop of fill with a huge steep hillside that does nothing but sprout those ash-leafed maples and thistles and dock, which I worked very hard to get rid of. I leveled some of this hill out. Where you see that pile of wood, that's a drainage that comes down from the road and crosses over at the mailbox. I'll show you that in just a bit more. Let's follow this drainage that I've created that goes down the hill, that saves my little created level piece of land from being washed away. And here it is. I ditched this, but it's all downhill, so it works just fine. Running downhill at the side of the road, as I've told you before, my house is the drain for the street. Something they neglected to tell me, among the many things they neglected to tell me. And here it comes across the driveway. And I expected, when I worked very hard on excavating this at the side of the road this year, that my drain would drain. It goes under the driveway, you see that crack, comes out in back of the mailbox, but there's no entrance. It was just a hillside, and they've dumped dirt on it so that there is no way for the water to drain out quickly. And then you have this. That drain is not clogged. It works. In 2 days without rain, it'll drain thoroughly and completely. But it can't handle this enormous downflow. It's hard for you to tell, but up there on the road, each one of these driveways is a flat spot in the road. So they have to berm their yard frontage to keep the water from going in, which my neighbor up there has done. And then it swoops out in a circle and hits right about halfway down here where I started trenching. And that water comes down in a flood, as you can see. It's just like a little creek. I've backed it up with rocks to keep it from going out into the driveway. And that works more or less. Curves around, carries a lot of sand with it, and is supposed to then exit from under the driveway. Well, it does, eventually. But there it is. My house is the drain for the street. They didn't tell me that. And there was actually no point whatsoever in installing this glop of dirt. I don't know why they did it. I think maybe they entertained the idea they could put a garage here and practice some kind of mechanical work. But of course the person across the street wasn't going to allow that. Who would? It would ruin their view. So I'm stuck with a non-functional glop of dirt that has probably a 10 or 12 foot rise, like a steep roof would. Here's my side yard. There was this green is grass seed strewn from my yard. I came out here with a sickle and cut it and strewed it in here because there was a hill here. And I removed that hill. It's maybe about 3 foot high. I removed it and used a lot of the dirt like I did this dirt that went on the driveway, to lay up against the foundation. Notice the water lays in this sidewalk. There's nothing I can do about that except after it comes out, I'll come out here and alter it. I come out here and brush it out. Water stays a little bit here. I took a lot of the height down here. That was a mess over there. Bolstered the foundation there. Still, because the soil is so compacted, it'll stay. I would not have gotten this house had I been informed honestly of the condition. Huge hill for no reason. I come out here when the rain quits and sweep that out. This was high area that shouldn't be. It was funneling water to that crooked sidewalk, so I came out and removed it. Damaged my hands. I have carpal tunnel. I think probably it's a syndrome of multiple sclerosis. They've been numb for 3 months. But I can hold a pen and I can write, so, you know, I guess the idea is, well, gosh, she's okay. She doesn't need any help. She doesn't need any honesty. What they should have done is deck it from there at the beginning of the driveway, blacktop, right here where I'm standing, to that deck. That's what it should have been. I don't know if it would been $10,000, $5,000 deck, but I guess the dirt was free and maybe they got even paid for dumping it. Who knows?